Yo, what is up, y'all? My name's Redbeard Ben. Welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, consider subscribing. Thanks. Let's move on. I've got a huge episode today. We have a couple major things we've done, starting with this. Guys and gals, it's happened. It's finally happened. We've done it. We have it. I'm just a little bit speechless. Very, very excited because look at this. Ba-boom, schematic, unplaced, honeycomb. Don't care what the schematic was. Actually, we just needed unplaced schematics because if we look at our challenges, that's what we're stuck on. Build one schematic, quote, cannot be placed before. It's not a quote. It's a bracket. Slight little mishap there. Build one schematic that has not been placed before. We have it. We've done it. A schematic. Honeycomb has not been placed before. Let's do that. Hiya! Confirm. I think I can pick that back up. I really hope I can pick it up back up at least because it is in the middle of our island in the most random spot. But we've done it. That's a challenge complete. We can do the 5 new challenges from the most recent update from Friday. I'm super excited about this schematic. I would say way more excited than I should be, but I just don't think that's true. I think I am the proper amount of excited having completed this. And we're back. We also have big news about hot garbage. And that's going to come in a minute, but first we're going to do something else, and that is going to be look at our challenges. Boom, we're down to the very last challenge. Complete 5 daily quests, which I have completed 0. Because if we look at our daily quest, it is fishing. And we are not quite even halfway done. It takes so long. So that's the next step. We've also done absolutely 0 quests. I haven't done any of them at all. I don't know why. I just never did. At the beginning of the game, they felt more like a learning tool. I already knew how to play the server from last season, so I didn't really want to worry about the grinding quest or the eating quest, not the fishing quest. That one I have started but haven't finished. But I figure if it comes out where we have to do all the quests again like there was last season for a challenge, then we'll just knock them all out in one fell swoop. But we do need to do some daily quests. So that's on the agenda, just not for this episode. The big news we actually have, and it is so fantastic, it's a dream come true. Ambition realized. First of all, let's check out that name, Hot Garbage. You're going to need to know that for this, because if we go to Skills Top, which is the most important leaderboard in pretty much everyone's opinions, IS level doesn't matter. It's cool to be at the top of IS level, but they don't gain you anything this season. You don't get extra limits, extra anything for leveling up. You just get bigger islands and more members, so not really a big deal. We already have all of the robots unlocked, and it's really all the islands do for you. But that is a side tangent because Skills Top is the most important, and if we look at Skills Top, there we are. We've done it. We've made it. Level 10. What can I say? Level 10. We got to level 10 with only 5 people. 3 true grinders. Me, who is grinding. I did a lot of grinding, but I did a lot of building as well and creating the farms and the automation. That's more my job. And then a true builder as well who built all of our buildings and everything like that. So we did it with so few people because we're a bunch of bosses out here. Because if we look at the other skills tops, we got Royals, Bug Bounds, Fig Jam, Siflings, and Big Brain. See if any of those have their islands open. For instance, if we go to Big Brain and we look at Island, and you look at the members, they have that many members that can grind and build and AFK and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of hard to keep up with islands like that when you don't have as many people. But I don't foresee us dropping out of Skills Top or anyone catching up to us. I know we're close to the 2nd level, but we do hit our limits pretty much every day. So as long as you're hitting your limits, like, it's hard for people to catch up. We're 13 million ahead of these people. And this skills, it's based on everything: farming, fishing, grinding, mining, and crafting. So it combines them all together, and that's how you get this one right here. But we're in this, and we're keeping pace with Vape Clan, and I do feel like we can pass them at some point. It's going to be very tough because, again, if they're hitting their limits and we're hitting our limits, it makes it tough to pass them. But this week, we do have news. This week, we added a few members to our island, not these ones, from here on. So we added 4 new members to help us hit our limits and grind and all that kind of stuff. And it does spread our money out more, but if everyone's working towards a common goal with that money, it works out swimmingly. So we're trying to increase our members without getting too large, because then it gets a little extreme and it's hard to keep track of everything. So we're in skills top 10. We're here to stay. It was a really long tangent, but it had to be said. So lastly, we'll take a little island tour, show you what it takes to get to skills top 10, and just kind of show off a little bit, because we do, in my opinion, have a really nice island. We have buildings. It's not just plain boring farms or anything like that. So we'll take a little tour around, and then that way you know if you come here, because our island is in fact open. We keep it as a worker island just so people can come grind. We don't have auto chests on our grinding farm, which we'll start off with. It's the one with the sword over it. We don't have an auto chest here except for the shards, because if we can't collect the shards, we can't increase, and then we can't help players get money and free money from grinding stuff. So like I said, this is our grinding area. Like I said, open to the public, no auto chest. But if we come in here, we have everything up to Ravagers, which is the second highest. Dragon is the only thing left, and we have it unlocked. They're impossible to get, essentially. They're really rare. I think my understanding is the only way you can get them is periodic Warzone events. And they only give out shards. There's no way to get the full spawners. So they're hard to get, and then they cost 3 to 500 million if people sell them after they get them in the Warzone. So I do want to start doing more stuff in the Warzone. We actually almost have full diamond armor unlocked, and we have diamond swords unlocked in crafting. So I do want to start hitting the Warzone a little bit, trying to see what kind of goodies we can get. That's for an episode down the road, not today, but I do want to show you this. We have Shulker, Creeper, Ravager. Those are the second, third, and fourth highest, and we have everything. Unfortunately, if you are going to come to our island, you're going to want to do it early, because Ravagers, Shulkers, Creepers, and I believe Magma Slimes still do as well, hit the limits right away. If you look at grinding, like I said, we're skills top 10, so we were amongst the first to unlock these things, and it takes a while to get your levels increased, because you have to start all the way from the bottom, which we've been working on. We have killed over 1 million rabbits, so our bat... Why is that so low? We got to work on our bat on our bat auto grinder to keep that level up. So they are increasing, but slowly. And we do hit, like I said, we hit our grinding levels, almost all of them every day. Bat is getting hard to hit because it is getting so high. But yeah, this is our grinding room. And we're currently undergoing renovations. We're changing our floor to black. We give it kind of a space theme, and it contrasts with the purple and, I guess, magenta and purple. Whatever those colors are, a little bit better. So we're undergoing renovations. I'll get there. You get it. Next to the grinding facility, we do have our mining thing. Unfortunately, it's not open to the public. This is how we keep up on our money so that we can have a worker island. But we have everything up to emerald. We have a couple of, I think we have 2 obsidian ore seeds. So if we do look at grinding, nope. So if we look at mining, you can see that we've unlocked Skystone, but we haven't found anyone. Same situation as the dragon. It's almost impossible to get, so we're working on it. We're just not there yet. We do have, I think, 2 obsidian ore seeds, and then we're maxed out on everything else. So we do hit our mining levels a little later day. Normally we hit them by about this time of night, but as the limits go up, it gets harder and harder to hit. But this is our mining facility. Over here, we do have all of our... I know in the video we showed of me placing it, we didn't have this built yet, but we have a little beehive built for all of our honeycomb schematics. And if you want to see how much 4 honeycomb schematics can get you in one go, and they're ready every 15 minutes, so it's actually pretty easy cash. So we'll go ahead and sell all of it, and it makes us a cool 500,000. Really fast, really simple, really easy. This one is my monstrosity of a cobblestone generator. It's just enormous. I didn't build the outer layer. Ashal, our main, I think that's how you say it, Aschaal, built it. She's our primary builder. She's done, like I said, she's done all of this building, anything in the purple, the trees, the spawn, that building. As you look around, you can tell she didn't do any of this stuff. Actually, she did the farm as well. She did some work on this, but yeah, the stuff that isn't as good, you can tell other people worked on or helped her on or built entirely by themselves. But this is just real quick the inside mechanics of our cobble farm. If you ever want to know how to push a full wall of pistons, this is how you're going to do it. You want to alternate and put the redstone in there because it powers the one it's level with and the one below it. And then it just runs on a hopper clock down there. So that's our cobblestone generator. We have all of our chest areas over here. Right here we have an extra wheat farm, and that's just to increase our farming levels and crafting level as well, because we do have a crafting station down at the bottom. The next thing, I'm probably going to do it after I edit this video, is I'm going to build a giant wheat farm with this farming robot and then a crafting robot so that we constantly have them farming and crafting and keeping those levels up and increasing those levels. So that's next on my agenda. If we look underneath the island, you can see we have some conduits, and we did cover this a little bit in an episode. I didn't finish it, but it has been completed, and I did build this giant fish tank bowl chest room thing. It's not entirely complete. Our main builder did the floor, of course. I didn't do the floor. I did the walls and the water, and the water took forever. I was surprised how long. But this is where our stuff ends up. We got emeralds and purple and obsidian. We don't have skystone unlocked yet, but that's where everything ends up. We actually have the mob system connected as well. And then these are our two crafting robots we have right now. If we look at crafting, we have quite a few of them unlocked. We have the robot set up to do bread, bone blend, snow cones, and Orbeez. The fishing ones, there's just not a whole lot of point in automating at this point because we can't mine this or fish this stuff for tropical sashimi. It's too our fishing level is too low. Same with this one, and then fish sticks, we just don't get enough cooked cod to warrant it. And we still have to unlock fudge. That came out in the last update, so we have not gotten that yet. And lustrous melon we don't have yet either. Again, that's really rare, pretty hard to get. And we actually aren't crafting level 60 yet, so we couldn't make it anyway. But that is stuff that is to come. And those are automated from our chests. Over here we have our farm. I don't know who built this. That is our island owner right here. Dab on PvP. That's his face. So yeah, this is something else. This rainbow thing. Right here we have all of our watermelon and pumpkin, and then down here we have all the rest of our farming. It's all automated by the robot, and then we have an auto chest collecting it right there. You can see it through the floor. And in this farm we have everything up to nether warts. Right now we do have the berry bush thing unlocked. We only have 2 of them right now, so we keep them up here in hopes of getting the crop block pieces. Those are our farms. I did just renovate the farms. They're a little more organized. And then we also have our cocoa bean. And then down here is where I'm going to build a monstrosity of a wheat farm with the farming robot that we have sitting up there. And then the last stop on our tour is going to be our auto grinding. So we have these for our levels. And we just have the lower tier mods that are hard to grind manually because the levels are getting so high. So that's what we have down here. And they have all maxed out grinding robots. 4 is the most you can have on an island. We are actually using the new grinding saws for the bats. I still don't know how they work. I thought they were supposed to give XP, but they don't. They just kill bats really fast and literally nothing else. They don't even kill rabbits fast. So for whatever reason, they work really well on bats. They don't work on anything else. And magma will still give you that multiplier for things dying from it. So that's really it. That's our island. That's how we're keeping up. The main way we keep up is we get on here and we grind mobs manually. All of us do it. We all get on here and do it our share. And then it's also open to the public, which helps as well. And then our mining robots do work over here. Occasionally, I'll turn off the mining robots and come in here with my Div 3 pickaxe so that it just gets a little bit extra in there. That's another way we're hitting our limits. But that's our island. Up there, I forgot this one last thing in here. We do have our bamboo and sugarcane farm. It's automated, and again, it goes to this auto chest, which is nowhere near big enough. We lose a lot of farm stuff because this auto chest is only alone. Which brings us to our #1 island problem, and it's a small gripe that I have with Skybounds this season, but it's a gripe nonetheless. The limits are insane. I mean, these are the limits you can have. So you can only have, these are the limits you can have. You can only have 9 ore seeds of these ones and 18 of the lower ones, 27. Which is hardly any. You can't increase very much. And I know they capped it so that the economy doesn't get out of control, but the economy is insane anyway. Things just skyrocket in prices so quickly. So that's a little frustrating. But that one's I'm not even mad at. I get the ore seeds and the spawner limits. I understand that entirely. Sure. The one I don't get is the auto chest. You can only have 5 auto chests. There's 5 skills. You can only have 5 auto chests? I mean, come on. It doesn't make sense to me. We could introduce item teleporters, but they're just not as effective. And they lag, and they're loud. So yeah, that's small complaint, not a real issue, just a little bit of a frustration. And we thought they were going to up that limit and all the ore seed limits the last update, and they didn't. So we're really hoping, we're counting on and banking on that they do with this next limit. Otherwise, I am going to have to start building item teleporters and incorporating them into our island. That was a lot of talking. Not a whole lot of action this episode, but if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. It means a lot to me. If you're around this long and haven't subscribed, you really should. Because I just keep on putting out videos and we're going to rise. We're going to keep on grinding, keep on growing. And I appreciate every one of you. So thank you all so much for watching. That's a wrap on this episode. You guys have a great day.